Hi, and thanks for coming onto my website. I'm here with Anela Anwar. She's from the Ethnic Survivors Forum. We've just hosted a parliamentary reception. Well, I suppose first of all, Anela, it's important to ask, what is the Ethnic Survivors Forum?
The Ethnic Survivors Forum is a culturally sensitive service that provides support to minority ethnic adult survivors of child sexual abuse. We also provide a platform and raise awareness in minority communities on the issue of sexual abuse.
Yeah, and I suppose it's a taboo subject in any community, childhood sexual abuse, but with the ethnic minority communities, it feels like there's perhaps additional barriers. What might some of those be?
Definitely. I mean, often we can have culture and religion acting as a smokescreen to cover abuse up and to, as some people say, sweep it under the carpet. And it's those religious and cultural barriers that we try to overcome so that we can talk about this issue within the community and destigmatise the issue so that survivors feel empowered to come forward and access support.
Yeah, and what about these values that people talk about, honour and shame? This might be something that people aren't very familiar with, but we heard people kept referring to honour and shame. Can you explain a little bit about what those concepts mean?
There are cultural nuances that exist within particularly South Asian communities where people say that it will affect our honour if someone finds out there's been abuse, the family will be shamed, everyone will find out, our family reputation will be affected, and the focus is very much put on the survivor of abuse rather than the person who has committed the abuse. And that prevents people from reporting abuse and taking step forwards in that sense. And we try and work very hard to overcome these barriers and encourage people to realise that it's not the victim that has done something wrong, but it is the abuser, and they're the only people that should feel shameful about what has happened.
So on a very kind of final note then, if there's somebody who's watching this, they either have been a victim themselves, they know somebody who might have been a victim, they've got suspicions, they've got worries, they've got anxieties about this issue, what should they do?
The first step is to talk to someone about it, and the Ethnic Survivors Forum is there. We have a completely confidential and free telephone helpline. The number is 0808 802222, and we'll have an advisor on the other end of the phone that will understand the cultural factors surrounding the situation, and they'll be able to give you some help and some advice. Otherwise, there are other support services out there as well, Humza, and the key is to just talk to someone about it. You don't need to name names at this point, just test the water a little bit. And I think by opening up and about speaking about the issue, it will become clear to you as an individual what you should do next.
Anela, thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. And the message is that there's a veil of silence out there that can be quite deafening. It's up to all of us to really speak out, speak up, and really just get involved and help where we can.